let's talk focus stacking. We were chatting in a group the other day about doing some focus stacking, so I thought I'll make a quick demo and show you guys how to do this in Photoshop. So if you haven't already taken some photos for focus stacking, you can do that. Any lens, any subject, any size, it doesn't matter. Anything that will actually show the depth of field as you push through the image through focusing. Now, I always start by focusing shorter than the subject matter. That way I can push all the way through the image and then defocus on the outside. So you'll see what I mean. So right now we're focused just short of the watch. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn the focus ring, focus a little bit, take a shot, turn the focus ring, take a shot, turn the focus ring, take a shot, and basically work your way all the way through the image. You'll see the crown comes into focus here in a second. And I'm going to keep going until the entire watch is out of focus. So just a little tiny twist of the focus ring and then take a photo. So now we've gone through the whole photo. And what you're going to do is output these as high-res JPEGs. You can do low-res if you want to do a quick test, but high-res JPEGs for the best quality is what you want to do. And now what we're going to do is we're going to jump over to we're going to jump over to Photoshop. And I'm going to import the files as they sit on my desktop in a folder. So what you want to do is go to Edit, File, Scripts, Load Files into Stack. Let me just browse those. They're already selected. There we go. Import those. I always check this align automatically on import. We're gonna do this again later, but why not? All right, I'm going to pause the recording while these load so you don't have to sit here and watch a progress bar. Okay, all the images are in. So now you can see they're over here in layers. What we're going to do is select the top image, hold down Shift, select the bottom image. Then we're going to go to Edit, Auto Align Layers. Now, we may not have to do this again because this has already been done on import. But to be honest, I haven't actually tested that. So, maybe you can figure that out. All right, I'll pause again as these render. Okay, that took about the same amount of time, so I bet you it was the same thing. All right, now that we have them all selected and they're all aligned, what we're going to do is go back to Edit and Auto Blend Layers. So Auto Blend, we want to stack the images. Seamless tones and colors, that's going to help us with each individual piece. You'll see that. And don't check content aware fill. That needs to be unchecked. And we're going to hit OK. So now what Photoshop is going to do is it's going to look at all the sharp areas or the areas that are in focus and try to mask those intelligently and blend that with the next photo with the same mask. So I'll go ahead and pause that for a second. Okay, that took like 12 seconds. There you can see the watch is done. The watch is sharp all the way through. Now, the more steps that you take when you're doing your focus for your focus stack, the more complex it's going to be, the longer it will take to process. But this is just a really good example to show where we went with an image that basically was, had no depth of field to now we've got some pretty amazing depth of field all the way through. There are some spots that you can see in here, and there's not a whole lot where, maybe it didn't stack just so. So, like this little spot right here, that little smudge in these areas right here, there are some little smudges. If you want to get really picky about it, you can find them. There's not a whole lot. This is a hair, a cat hair, and it should be in focus right in this area right here as well, but it's not, so you'd probably want to remove that. But for the most part, if you consider like how sharp it is all the way through the bezel, the details, the scratches, it's pretty darn nice. And you can see on the edges that we have this soft area. Now, the reason that we have that is because as we focus through the image, the size of the subject changes. And that's just natural with our basic lenses without getting too complicated. So you're just going to want to come in here and just going to crop that off. Like so. And there you go. You have stacked an image. Hope that was helpful. Thanks for watching.